Hey guys, I just returned from vacation and I went beach hunting. Took 3 machines with me: the Minelab CTX 3030, the Nokta Makro Legend, and the Deus II. Which one did I end up preferring to use on the beach and why? Coming right up. Hey guys, Scott here from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com, and today we're going to go over the little recap from my beach vacation. I went to South Carolina, Hilton Head Island, and took 3 machines with me. I took the Minelab CTX 3030, the Legend, and the Deus II. I've used the CTX 3030 before on the beach. I knew it was proven to be a great machine on the beach, so I wanted to have that down there in case I really didn't like either of the other 2 machines that I took. But and yes, I did leave the Equinox at home. I had very good faith in thinking that these other machines would work very, very well on the beach. And, little teaser alert or spoiler alert. Oh, hello, Rocky. Rocky's in the background there. They all performed the way they should have. But which one did I like the best? Well, I saved everything I found. Not that quantity matters or quality matters. On the beach, you're basically going to find the same kind of stuff that you would with any machine usually. I just had some preferences. At the end of the week, I decided, there was one machine I prefer out of all of them. And, well, let's just go over some of the gear I used and what I found and kind of discuss why I feel this way. I know some of you probably out there are going to probably not feel this way, but it's just my opinion, folks. I'm just going to give it to you like I see it. You can agree, you can disagree. I'm not here to tell you one machine's better than the other. This is my preference and my opinion on it, and that's really it. So let's go over the table. I put everything out so you guys can see it, and Rocky's going to help me show you everything. All right, so hold on a second. There he comes. All right, so for starters, I wanted to show you guys the machines. Like I said, I took the 3030, the Legend, and the Deus with me. And for the Deus, I have a couple different things I took with me to test out on the beach. I have the Gray Ghost, or the Detector Pro Gray Ghost Amphibian. So basically when I'm in the water, I could submerge the whole machine from head to toe and hook up, wire up the headphones into the back port here, right back here, and I can use this machine underwater, which it did, and it worked very well. I was very happy with that turnout. I also have the wireless Detector Pro Gray Ghost Platinum headphones for the Deus as well, and they worked awesome. When you're not in the water and you're just kind of hugging the surf line, I use those most of the time, and they worked really well too. So can't complain about either 2 of these sets of headphones. I got all this stuff from Fort Bedford Metal Detectors, and yes, I did use a pinpointer, which most of the time I usually don't, but to save time, I took a XP MI4 with me, which worked great on the beach. So you can take a pinpointer if you want. I took it because it just saves me a lot of time. But I got all this gear from Fort Bedford Metal Detectors, and they're a great company. If you guys are looking for something like this, please reach out to them and give them a chance to earn your business. And there's something going on behind me with my dog. I gotta go check that out. Hold on. What are you doing? Can you not be crazy on camera for 1 second, please? Okay, thanks. All right, where were we? So let's start with, before we get into the finds, let's talk about the machines. Like I said, I took the 3030 with me because I know how to use that machine. I know how to set it up. I actually have a video out there on my CTX playlist on how to set this machine up for the beach. You could really get deep with this thing if you set up in manual sensitivity and raise it up to 24 to 26. Machine ran really quiet that way, and it worked fine. I have no issues with this machine. I like swinging. I don't have issues with it being heavy. For some reason, it just balances really well for me. Some people just don't like the weight. I know it's heavy. It's like 5.5 pounds, but for me, it just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I've been working out too much. Ha! Yeah, right. I always liked using this machine. I enjoy the heck out of the machine. I still think it has probably one of the truest target ID systems I've ever seen in a detector. You just know when you lock onto something what it's probably going to be. and the screen and the visuals are just fantastic. So seriously, still like this machine. The downfall is that it's heavy and it still costs way too much money for as old as this machine is. I think we're going on 11 years or something, maybe older. But it's still powerhouse on the beach. I would not throw it away just yet. It has a purpose, and people can still use this machine on the beach all the time, and I will continue to use it too. Next machine up is the Legend. Now, I was very skeptical on how this was going to work, but since they put out the new update, the 1.09 update, wow, this machine has really turned into something completely amazing for the price. My only issue with it is the way they're putting stuff in the menus now, because the afterthought of all these things they're adding in. They're listening to their customer base, and that's great. And I'm happy for everybody out there who has a Legend, who's getting what you want. I think that's great that the company is responding to all those requests. My issue is the way you bury them into the menu system. Thankfully, the owner's manual has been updated to include some of those things, so you can find them better now. But I had to take some notes with me before I went down there to figure out how to, get to some of these settings and just remember them. So that's my only pet peeve about it. When you get into your stability settings and your iron filters and all that stuff, you gotta know how to get to all that stuff, or you're gonna be out there going, now how do I do that again? And you're gonna spend a lot of time fumbling around with it. But if you're an avid user of the Legend and you know this machine inside and out, you probably love the updates. And I'm telling you, the updates are fantastic. This machine on the beach, my very first time using on the beach, I had a little sensitivity issue going on where I could not get the machine to quiet down. I had to lower the sensitivity a bit. And then I decided to clean the coil and put everything back on and go back out to the beach again, and everything kind of quieted down and went away. So I think my problem was I had some stuff in the coil, plus I got some sand in there, and it just wasn't a good combination. So once I cleared all that up, the machine ran really quiet, and it found the stuff that you would normally find with it. And a matter of fact, I'll go over what we found here in a minute, but I did find a ring with every one of these machines. I found a ring. So they will all find you the stuff you want to find. But the Legend itself, fantastic on the beach, very quiet. I just have issues with the menu system a little bit. Once I learn that, I'm sure I'm going to like that. But I think I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that because of the price point and because of the things they've added to the Legend, I'm going to say it's right up there with the Equinox guys on the beach. It's very comparable. If not, it might be a little better. I don't have that as ground truth, but I know a lot of people out there claiming this machine's better than the Equinox on the beach. So, and I'll vouch for what I found, and I had no issue finding what I found with it. Now let's talk about the XP Deus II. I was very, very skeptical of this machine because of how the XP Deus I, the original Deus, ran on the beach. So I was very disappointed when I got that machine and tried it on the beach and how much it struggled. But let me tell you, after they've redone the Deus and came out with the Deus II, this machine, let me tell you, this thing is amazing on the beach. And I'm not just saying that because I enjoy the Deus. I'm not being a biased, person here and saying you should go out and buy a Deus because, just because I like it. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you from experience that my experience using this machine on the beach, without a doubt, hands down, was better than these two machines. And I mean, that's hard for me to say. And it's better than the Equinox. And that's hard for me to say. But I want to use the machine that's going to give me the best chances of finding the stuff that I want to find on the beach. And I felt from the depth this thing gets and the sensitivity it has, that by far this thing is outperforming these two other machines. It just is. I mean, I'm digging 2 or 3 scoops on deep targets with this thing, and I'll show you my scoops in a minute, where I'm usually getting down to about 1-2 scoops with the Legend, 2 scoops with the CTX 3030 depth wise. But this Deus, man, it just punches the depth. I can't explain it, but there's some deep stuff I dug with this machine, and to the point where I almost gave up and one more scoop and there it came. But this machine, as it stands with the latest updates and everything in it, is my opinion the best beach machine that's on the market today. I'm sorry to say for all you ex-Cal users out there and you CTX users and Equinox users, this is my opinion based on my experience using it for this week. I was just blown away by it. So we'll go over the finds here in a minute. A couple other things I want to show you are my scoops. Now the scoop on the left is the one I have been using for the past several years, and I did get it from Fort Bedford Metal Detectors as well. And I think you can still get these. But my buddy Alan got one of these extreme scoops, and I've seen Gig Master use these, and a lot of other folks use these, and I mean, they look really rugged and tough, and they're wider, and I just wanted to get one, and they're almost out of them. The guy John is not making any more until I think the price of materials comes back down. But I was able to get a Frankenstein version of this scoop and the carbon fiber shaft, and let me tell you, this thing cuts through the sand like butter. I mean, I had no issues with this one whatsoever. This is a two-piece setup. This scoop comes apart, and I found that over time it becomes loose, and you have to play with it a lot to keep it tight. I got the single shaft here for the extreme scoop, and it worked awesome. So I have great things to say about both of them. I just wanted to try this extreme scoop. It's hard to say, and I really like it. So I want to thank John out there at extremescoops.com for helping me with this and hooking me up with it. I appreciate it. And for Keith also at Fort Bedford for the other scoop you can get. Nothing wrong with it at all. I just wanted to try one of these different scoops. More ways to filter the sand out and so forth. So both great scoops. Highly recommend either one of them to anybody out there. Price wise, you're going to get a lot cheaper with the closed one, the aluminum one here. The extreme scoop is a little pricey, but I think it's worth it, honestly, if you're going to do a lot of beach detecting. All right, so let's just kind of go through day 1 through day 6, I think it was. So I'll be honest with you, I used the Deus more than I used any of the other machines, and it's only because I felt like I had the best chance of finding what I wanted to find with the Deus based on the setup. So let's just kind of walk through day 1. First pile of stuff here is what I found using the Deus the first time, the first Friday night that I got there. I found a couple pair of sunglasses, a little long, I guess it would be like a hook thing you'd take out of fish if you get them into sharks or whatever. That little tool back there, some coins, some iron, some lead, some pull tabs. And then I started getting better with it. I started honing in, and I started getting more coins, more bottle caps. I ended up turning my bottle cap rejection up to 3. I started out at 2, just because I started increasing my bottle caps a little bit. A lot of pull tabs. I'm digging all those. Basically, I'm showing you that I dug everything that I got a target for. The beaches at Hilton Head are very quiet, so you'll walk for, seems like hours sometimes before you get a target. But everything that I got a target, whether it's, I didn't dig all the iron, but I dug a lot of the iron out as well. So this little thing here, this was a surprise. I found this like the last night that I was out. It's like a bowl. Looks like a Japanese style bowl or something. It was weird. But day 3 in here in the middle, 2 more pair of sunglasses. Again, we're still using the Deus. But day 1, I did find the very first night out, I did find I think it was 2 rings with the Deus. I found a tungsten and a very small little copper, probably copper or brass, I don't know, just a little kid's ring. But the tungsten ring is very, very big and heavy, big man's ring. So those 2 I found with the Deus. The first night I was there was a good start. The next day I did find this, I think it actually was day 1. I did find this silver cross, which was nice. It's a very nice looking cross. So I got that on day 1. Next couple days, my brain's a little scattered as far as when did I find what. But I did find a couple more pair of sunglasses. Again, I'm still using the Deus. I think into day 4, which would be right here, is when I started using the Legend a little bit. In the Legend, I did find a ring. I did find this other tungsten ring with it. So it found the ring, no problem at all. And I think I got some jewelry here. I don't remember what days I found what with the jewelry, but I know most of this was found with the Deus. A couple pieces were found with the Legend, and a couple pieces with the CTX. But another cross. I thought this was a gold earring. I think I found this with the Deus, but it's junk. We'll go into the rings here. A couple more rings I got to show you. Getting into the Legend here again. I took the Legend out twice. I did find a bunch of bottle caps and coins and a key and, you know, the typical stuff, you know, the tent spikes. The CTX, I think I took here. The CTX found me the normal stuff I'd expect. I found a fishing lure with it, a couple fishing weights, a pair of sunglasses broken, nothing crazy. But for the Legend and the, the Legend found me, I believe, another tungsten ring. And, no, actually, I think I found out with the Deus. So there were 6 rings total. So let's see, which ones did I find? So I know that with the Legend, I found this smaller tungsten ring. And I did find my only gold ring with the CTX 3030. It's a 14 karat wedding band. I found that with the 3030. But the 4 rings and this big honkin', this is a silver ring, rang up like 97. It's been in the ground a while, but it's definitely silver. I found that with the Deus. So basically, this ring here, this ring here, this ring here, and then these 2 Legends and the CTX. So 4 rings with the Deus, 1 with the Legend, and 1 with the CTX. So the CTX is the only one that found gold, which I just will rank up there with, because I just walked over it. It wasn't because of the machine. All these things are basically the same items I was digging with all the other machines. So no real machine in this group is going to outdo the other, in my opinion. I just liked the way the Deus is structured. The menu system's great. It's light. It's easy to swing. And I think I get a lot more depth with it than these other 2. And that's all I really wanted to say to you guys. Just give you my thoughts on these 3 machines, which one I thought worked better for me. And like I said, it's going to be the Deus. So there it is. There's all the stuff that I found for 6 days of hunting. And I mean, I hunted day, night. Well, I actually hunted in the morning and at night. The tide schedules were great. They worked out well for me down there. So I get up early, hit the low tide, and then go out later and after dinner and catch the low tide. So there you go. So anyway, that's my trip, summary of my trip down at Hilton Head, South Carolina. I had a great week. I needed that recharge. I'm telling you, we've had a couple months of some really crazy stuff going on up here in Maryland with some of the family issues and things going on with our father-in-law, health concerns, and all this other stuff happening. So we were grateful to get down there and enjoy our vacation. I enjoyed the heck out of getting out there every day and doing some beach detecting, and I'm grateful we got to go down there. So, and I'm grateful for you guys to actually go with me. So you'll see some videos out there from the beach, some live digs and things like that I took video of during the night and during the day. And so if you get a chance, please check those out. And hey, I gotta give you guys kudos out there for subscribing. We hit a new milestone, 19,000 subscribers. It's crazy. Now, if I could just get like 2,000 of you guys to join me over on Patreon, that would be great. For as little as $1 a month, it would be awesome. I don't know what you guys are holding back from. There's a lot of perks you're going to get there if you come over to Patreon and join me over there. The group that I have over there, we do a lot of stuff. I put a lot of stuff out there for them, the stuff I don't put out anywhere else. You know, some fine-tuned detecting settings, and we do some Zoom calls. I got to do another one soon on Zoom. But you got direct access to me. We can talk about things. I'll help you with your machines. But just give it a look and give it a chance. The platform is changing a lot over there. Over the last couple months, they've updated some things. But it's a pretty cool platform to be on. Like I said, you have direct access to me. And, you know, we have pretty cool conversations over there about metal detecting. So let me know what you think about the video and drop me a comment. Let me know how you set up your machines for the beach. If you're using the Deus II, let me know how you set yours up. Or if you got a CTX 3030, let me know, or the Legend. You know, these are great machines. They're all going to find you good stuff. My personal choice, preference is going to be the Deus II. That's just because of my experience using it, and I'm very familiar with it. And it's light as a feather. It doesn't cause me any arm fatigue. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another Mental Metal.